Good morning. Today's practice we're going to focus on back bends because that enables us to kind of open our hearts and really respond to everything that's going on around us with compassion, love, and openness. So starting as we always do, just our feet under our hips, pressing into all four corners of the feet and just getting nice and tall, tailbone tucked under, pull the navel in. Go ahead and roll the shoulders, inhale up, exhale, let them slide down the back. Just moving gently, letting the breath initiate each movement. Really feel that opening in the shoulders and chest. Breathe into it. Go ahead and reverse the shoulder rolls. Enjoying it, just really luxuriating in the soft movements of the joints. And go ahead and shrug up close to the ears. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, drop it down. And once more, shrug up nice and close to the ears. Exhale, release and let go. Give yourself a couple of nice deep breaths right here, opening up the rib cage, really letting the inhale expand your rib cage. As you exhale, soften, release the shoulders, let it go. And remember, we're always breathing through the nose. Go ahead and start to take your arms out and up, pushing into the fingertips, reaching all the way. Exhale, push out and down. Inhale, reach out and up, pushing into the fingertips. Exhale, push out and down. Inhale, reach out and up. We're going to hold over here, maybe clasping the hands together, reaching up, pushing into the feet. Feel the body move in two different directions. Moving it up, pushing down, really stretching, elongating the spine. And then as you exhale, come to one side. So if you're leaning to the left, you're pushing into the right leg. Getting that body again to move in two different directions. Inhale, stretch back up to center and opposite side. Now if you're leaning to the right, you're going to push into your left leg. Inhale, stretch back up, exhale, sweep all the way down. Go ahead and swing, make sure you have no tension in the neck here. And soften and come back up. Give yourself a nice breath. We're going to go ahead and step out into a nice wide-legged stance. Lois, do you want to move a little bit? Inhale, arms up, shoulder height, palms up. We're going to just start with a little simple back and forth movement for the spine. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Just moving gently as far as your body will let you go right now. Not pushing it beyond any limits. Exhale when you come forward. Inhale back. Exhale when you come forward. You'll find that you're able to do a slightly deeper back bend as you continue to move in this. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale, palms down, come forward. We're going to hold the next one. So exhale, come forward and hold this. Arms are actively stretching out to the side. The torso is trying to be parallel to the ground, and you're breathing gently. Just breathe here. And exhale, release all the way down. Again, soft neck. As you inhale, go ahead and hold that for a couple of breaths, the inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to walk your hands to one of your feet. Inhale again, hold the breath, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands to the other foot. Inhale, hold. As you exhale, walk to center with your hands. And then we're just going to stretch our hands under our legs wherever your hands go. And come back to center. Go ahead and prop yourself up, maybe walk your feet together, maybe whatever works for you right now. Go ahead and give yourself a breath. We're going to go ahead and step our feet together sideways, and just making sure we're nice and tall and long. We're going to step back with one foot. Don't want to step on my dog. So you're going to go ahead and make sure that you're balanced first. We're going to extend the arm opposite the extended leg. So if your right arm is out, your left leg, if your right leg is out, your left arm is up. Your other hand is on your lower back. And we're going to move forward just from the hip joint. So you don't want to move forward with your neck, not with your hands. You're going to keep all of this in alignment, and we're just going to move from the hip joint. So this is a tricky one, and we all get it wrong at some point. So you just want to do your best. Don't stress yourself out. But this just helps to strengthen the lower back so that when we are doing back bends and opening, it is coming from a place of strength and not just moving our, kind of stressing our lumbar spine. So you want to go ahead and elongate, really lengthen, and exhale, move forward. And again, you don't want the arm to move forward, you don't want the chin to jet forward. So just as much as your body lets you go. It doesn't have to be very far. Exhale forward, inhale back. Some of the forward movement is going to come from your hamstring being loose enough. So it's not your back. Just be really gentle with yourself. Exhale forward, inhale up. Exhale forward, inhale up. Exhale forward, inhale up. Exhale forward, inhale up. So we're going to hold the next one, and you want to be careful that you're holding it just where you're comfortable holding it. You don't want to flex the knee right now. You want to keep it straight. You want to keep everything nice and tall and long. So coming forward where your body lets you hold it comfortably. It doesn't have to go as far forward as you were moving dynamically. This is a hold, so a little bit different. Keep the breath soft, and as always, you can move your arm this way or move this way. Keep the breathing gentle. And now we'll go ahead and release all the way down. Your head can be soft and relaxed. You can relax your knee if you want to. Keep the breathing soft. And then soften the knee and go ahead and sweep yourself up and back to center. Give yourself a nice breath. So stepping yourself back together over here and stepping back with the opposite foot this time. So, nope, that wasn't it. This is it. Stepping yourself forward with the opposite foot. So remember, if your left leg is out, your right arm goes up. The other hand is on the lower back. Keep everything long and straight the first couple of times while we move in a dynamic manner. When we hold, then you'll be a little kinder to yourself. So go ahead and exhale, come forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. And I can feel my arm moving a little past what I want it to move. So I'm going to go ahead and lower my arm back to my lower back. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Let's try this arm up for the hold. Exhale forward and hold. Keep the breath soft. And And then gently coming forward all the way, neck soft. Come as far forward as your body lets you go. Feel free to flex the knee over here, grab the mat, whatever works. Nice and gentle. And then go ahead and soften the knee. Inhale, sweep yourself up and back to center. Give yourself a nice breath. Go ahead and gently walk the feet just a little bit wider than shoulder. Turn the toes out at 45 degrees. Inhale, arms up, palms up. So I always do a little bit of strengthening all the muscles. Exhale down before we come into our focus group of muscles. It's a whole body approach. Nothing works without all the rest being healthy as well. So go ahead and come down and hold, pressing into the feet. If you want, you can go ahead and just kind of move it side to side if it feels too stressful to just hold it there. Keep the breathing gentle over here. If you're familiar with breath of fire, you can do breath of fire here. So breath of fire is a rapid sniff through the nose. And inhale, come up, turn the toes in, drop the body forward. Neck soft. And gently begin to bring yourself up in whatever manner you need to. Go ahead and step it together, give yourself a nice breath. And before we get down on the mat, we'll go ahead and do a balanced pose. So just coming into a simple tree pose, because that tree pose is excellent in just keeping your whole spine strong. The whole center of the body comes together and just really lengthens, and it's your core that's holding you up over here. If you need to, you can also place your foot down on your ankle, across. So wherever is comfortable for you, just please not on the knee. Anywhere else is comfortable. I do, help my foot up a little bit and just plant it against my thigh. Your thigh is pushing into the foot. Foot is pushing into the thigh. And you're just finding that focal point and holding. Hands are however you want them, by the way, so wherever you're comfortable. And then release. And other side. So just finding that nice comfortable place on your leg. And feel free to grab a wall or a chair or something if you need to. Go ahead and release. Let it go. We're going to come into a couple of forward bends and release all that tension that builds up in the body. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Come down and hold your forward bend. Really actively stretching forward, grabbing the toes or the ankles or the elbows or the ground, whatever helps you. Just holding your forward bend. Stretch forward a little bit more, and then softly maybe walk your hands up your legs or roll up, head and neck last to come up, of course. Give yourself a nice breath. We're going to go ahead and come into down dog. So inhale up, exhale, come down, step into your down dog. So this is an inversion and really helpful for moving the blood in your spinal cord and getting things juicy and really nice and soft and wonderful and luxurious. So just coming into your down dog and just holding. Your heels are reaching for the mat. They don't have to get there. You can flex your knees if that gives you a longer, nice back. You want to really just breathe into this and just feel all that nice circulation happening. Just enjoy that. Really good for your immunity over here because you're sending more blood into your head, and your heart doesn't have to work as hard to do that, so it's excellent for that. Push into your tailbone, exhale, go ahead and release. So we'll start with a nice cat-cow, of course. Exhale when you send the spine up. Inhale when you lift the chin and the tailbone. Move at your own pace. Let the breath guide your motion. And go ahead and come back to neutral spine. Take your chin over one shoulder. Come back. Take your chin over the opposite shoulder. Go ahead and come back to center. We're going to go ahead and just stretch one foot out initially, stretching into that front leg, opening up the hips a little. Open hips are very helpful for back bends, as you will notice in a moment. Go ahead and come back, step out the other leg. Stretch into that front leg. You're always welcome to use blocks in this situation if you're not comfortable moving down here. Blocks are excellent to help you just fold and hang out. Go ahead and come back. We're going to go ahead and right up onto the knees. So we're going to start with camel. And we're going to start with just the simplest form, just starting to open up the hips and just feel a little bit of that flexion. So you're going to go ahead and come up onto your toes, and we're just going to go ahead and plant our hands on our lower back, fingertips up if they go that way. Try and pull the elbows together if that works for you. Just push the hips out. If you're comfortable, allow the neck to just kind of float back. If you're not comfortable in your neck and you have any issues, feel free to keep your head lifted. You're just pushing the hips forward. Keep the breath soft. Push the hips forward. And go ahead and release that. Come back up. We're going to go a little bit stronger. So you're going to go ahead and now grab one heel and just lift that other hand. Again, if you're uncomfortable with your neck going back, go ahead and keep it lifted. If you're okay with it, let yourself open up completely. To come out of it, I'm going to reach across my body with my raised arm and come down into child. I'm going to ride back up onto my knees and back up onto the toes. We're going to do the other side. So go ahead and grabbing one heel, inhale, open up, keeping your neck safe. And then reaching across the body with the raised arm and swirling forward, coming into your child. And go ahead and come up, give yourself a nice breath. So it's really important, you'll notice when my left arm was up, I swept across to the right side and curled myself across into my child. Same with that right hand, I swept into the left side and came forward. It really helps to protect the lower back instead of just moving straight from a back bend right into a forward bend. So it really helps to protect the spine there. So now we're actually going to go into a full camel. If you are not comfortable doing a full camel, just repeat the half camel that we did with the one arm. If you're comfortable and you feel pretty good about this, go ahead and grab both heels. Again, the neck, I'm going to say the same thing. If you need to keep it up, protect your cervical spine. If you're comfortable, roll the shoulders open and let your head fall backwards. Push your hips forward. Pick a side and release, swirling your body forward. Thanks, Bozo. Thanks, Bozo. Go ahead and just give yourself a nice breath. Hang out in child a little bit if you don't have a dog in front of you. Go ahead and just wide knees. And go ahead and come back. Give yourself a nice breath. We're going to cross our feet behind us and move into seated. So we're going to go ahead and grab the knees, move the spine back and forth. Go ahead and come up nice and tall. Grab one knee with the opposite hand. Exhale as you look over one shoulder. You're not pulling on the knee, remember. Go ahead and come back, opposite side. Go ahead and come back to center. So we're going to do a supported back bend in this one, and I highly recommend blocks or a folded blanket or even this wheel. So I think for most of us, blocks are going to be the easiest since you may already have them at home, or a rolled up blanket serves the same. We're going to go ahead and move on to our spine after a couple of spinal rolls. Then go ahead and stretch your legs back and bring them to the mat. Give yourself a moment to settle onto the mat. Bring one knee up or both knees up, arms out in a T, and go ahead and just come into a soft twist. And then other side. And inhale back up. We're going to go ahead and move into bridge. So just a couple of times move back and forth, out, in and out of bridge. Feet are hip width apart, remember. And after a couple of dynamic bridges, you're going to go ahead and move one of these blocks under your hips and just rest on it. Find that really comfortable spot. Hang out for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and move possibly number 2 under there. You can also lift this one up on its side and hang out there, or move a second block under there. And you're just allowing your chest to open, your shoulders open, your breath soft, and you're just hanging out here. If you're comfortable, you can extend one leg out. And I would have extended the other one out, but I think there's a dog there. You can also extend both. Just enjoy this opening, allow this to happen. Your hips will be opening up, your back is opening up, chest, shoulders. It's also a bit of an inversion. And when you're ready, you're going to come back up, support yourself on your feet, lower first one block down, just like you came up one block at a time. Go ahead and release one block at a time. Coming back, windshield wipering with your knees. Pull the knees into the chest, reverse that back bend, roll it out. Maybe grab the toes or ankles or knees. Rock it out in Happy Baby. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. And just let your knees open out to the sides. You can also support that with these blocks. So just, if you need to do that, just holding on over here and breathing. You can bring your hands together in a diamond and just place your thumb on your navel, fingers pointing down. When you inhale, let the fingers kind of come apart. When you exhale, let them come back together. It just helps you to remember to breathe really deep. And go ahead and coming into your Shavasana. Trying not to torture your dog, and just go ahead and rest. You can pause the video. Hold that Shavasana for about 10 minutes if you can. When you're ready to come out of it, go ahead and bring yourself back to seated. We're going to go ahead and continue with a small breath to help with our immunity. And this is, we did some yesterday, and that was, of course, the inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 8. In this one, we're going to go ahead and do a forced exhale, so also known as skull shining breath. You're forcing carbon dioxide and other toxic accumulation in our lungs out. So this is, we're going to do it through the nose, and but I will demonstrate through my mouth so that you can see the force that I am trying to use in the exhale. It's a passive inhale. Your body inhales naturally, so you're not focusing on it. You're simply focusing on the exhale. So hands, however you are comfortable. Make sure you're nice and tall and long. And you're going to go ahead and exhale, 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 exhale. Again, I will demonstrate through the mouth and then through the nose the way it should be done. That's what it's going to sound like, but I wanted you to hear that. I will be breathing through my nose. And give yourself a breath, whatever kind you need. Thank you